'Twas a dark and stormy night when Emily returned home from Europe to find her family wasn't home. Sounds scary, right? Well, despite Gone Home's appearance, it's not actually a horror game.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today.
So this revelation might beg the question, what is Gone Home exactly? Well, I'm going to use popular gaming terms to try and describe it. Gone Home is often described as a first-person game, a walking simulator, and a mystery game. So what do those things mean exactly? Well, a first-person game is a game shot in the first person's perspective, as the title might imply. The benefits of having a first-person game is it immerses a player in the environment. Things that benefit this immersion are no glitches that allow you to walk through textures and surfaces that you wouldn't be able to in real life, as well as a good soundstage that replicates real life. Both of these elements really add to the realism of the game, and I think Gone Home does an excellent job of creating this kind of realism. Gone Home is also described as a walking simulator. For people that aren't as immersed in the gaming industry, a walking simulator might sound incredibly boring. But a walking simulator is mainly another way of saying that it's a first-person game and that there's very little action that is created by the player. Another benefit of walking simulators is, like first person, it leaves you immersed, it's realistic. Downside is that it's hard to keep the player entertained, but I feel like Gone Home does a good job of keeping the player entertained because it provides many new clues and clear paths to find these clues. Gone Home is also a mystery game. You go into the house not knowing where your family is, and you stumble upon a voicemail message.
Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
So of course you're going to want to find out more. The benefits of a mystery game is the intrigue, which Gone Home does a good job of executing that hook. Investment in the characters. So Gone Home does a good job at this by helping you dig through this family's personal belongings and uncovering what their lives have been like in this year without you. Mysteries also usually include scandal, which there is plenty of in Gone Home, between a girl falling for another girl in the mid-90s when we were very homophobic, just coming off of the AIDS epidemic. Their father is a conspiracy theorist for the JFK shooting, and their mother is probably having an affair with one of her coworkers. And if that's not scandalous enough, then I don't know what is. Another good aspect of mysteries is uncovering clues, which is basically the foundation of Gone Home. Although Gone Home is a video game, it is also much more than that. At the time Gone Home was released, it was revolutionary for the video gaming industry. Now, it wasn't the first game to use this walking simulator kind of setup to uncover a mystery, nor was it the last, but it took this platform and created a compelling and interesting story that we don't often hear.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes.
One of the main stories in Gone Home is the love story between Sam and Lonnie.
She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
This LGBT narrative is something you don't often find in other video games. The only other video game I can think of in recent history that has had even LGBT themes is Life is Strange.
Hey, give me that!
Sorry, I wasn't trying to be nosy. Obviously, she was a good friend.
It's putting it mildly.
Where it's kind of the same idea of a girl falling for her best friend, but even in that game, there's an option to not have them fall in love.
I double dare you. Kiss me now.
But many games don't try and tackle the LGBT narrative. So my final thoughts on Gone Home is that I think it's a really incredible video game that did a lot for the gaming industry. When it was released in 2013, I would rate it like a 8.5 out of 10. I have a really positive attitude about it. I think the good things about it are the awesome narratives, like the LGBT narrative, the fact that it's female-led. I also think it's really important that the story is compelling, and at the time, this was a very innovative way of telling a story. A few of the drawbacks that a lot of people talk about, the pace of the story, but I think that the pace is up to the user, because if you choose, you can go through the entire game in 30 seconds. But I think it is unique in that it is up to the player as to how much you want to find out and how deep into the story you are willing to immerse yourself. Some other complaints is about the linearity of the game, but I think that the linearity was within the design and that it helps portray this story in a very unique way. I don't think it is necessarily a drawback in any way. So yeah, really good game, Gone Home, and glad we got to play it.